Hello and welcome to Africa and Beyond the television network, and we continue to look at what's happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Kana pane chinhu chinonzi kunyadziswa guys, iwewe unenge une zvese but wobva waenda kunorenda, then someone else buys 8 planes. By the time you are celebrating and busy doing propaganda, someone else is actually delivering on the ground. This is a very sad story. It pains me to see this report. Honestly, I want to be honest with you, Team Zimbabwe. I'm looking at this report and I'm becoming furious. You know, when you are naive, you do see good to know these people, they are really honest. Vanoritungamirira hatizoti upstairs chii chiri kunyatsoitika. Is it a matter of saying chero tiripo as long kwadoka? They don't even care. Boeing, at the same time, or during the same period where Zimbabwe is celebrating and cutting a ribbon for a 20-year-old plane yakachembera zvayo kudhara chembere yendege, Boeing is announcing that Uganda Airlines is expanding its fleet with 8 new fuel-efficient airplanes. These are 4737 MAX and 4787 Dreamliner jets. This is what Uganda is doing. 8 ndege nyowani sva nguva imwe chete. In Zimbabwe, our own leadership is celebrating and cutting ribbons for an aeroplane which is 20 years old, which they are leasing, which is not fuel efficient, haina Wi-Fi, haina ma-screens mukati, ine noise mukabin macho, and it's uncomfortable. So, Team Zimbabwe, where are we going as a nation? In Uganda, there is a dictator called Yoweri Museveni. He's a man who is rigging elections time and again right there. He's a man who is clamping down on the opposition. But the same man called Yoweri Museveni does have his own currency, does not use the US dollar, number one. Number two, Yoweri Museveni's institutions, they are to some extent functional. We can say, if we had what is in Uganda, Zimbabwe vazhinji very comfortable because we always work hard and we always do our best to make sure that we fend for our families. But ukaenda kuZupco, you'll be shocked. Ukaenda kuNRZ, you'll be shocked. Ukaenda kuAir Zimbabwe, kune chinyadzo chakauya chakabhururuka chikamhara chikadirirwa mvura, nyika yese ikaenda on stand still, maministers akamhanya akandokata maribhoni. That is what we are getting as a nation. As Zimbabwe, that is what we are getting. While in Uganda, they are getting 8 brand new planes. Takanokorwa tsoka here. What really happened to Zimbabwe? Are these people not feeling ashamed or humiliated by their actions with the other countries that are doing so well? While Zimbabwe, we continue to go back to 1962. How can we celebrate something like, aeroplane? How can we cut the ribbons for an old aeroplane while a sister nation, Uganda, is bringing 8 brand new jets? What is wrong with Zimbabwe? So when you are asking yourself that question, if you can find an answer, you understand it's an issue of incompetence. It's an issue of an incompetent government. And I'm so happy to hear what happened in Uganda because recently a vice president of Uganda was right here in Zimbabwe. And a few days later, we are told kuti kwauya ndege iri kuuya kuzotanga kuvhura maroutes between Zimbabwe and London. Then few days later, we see, or during the same period, we see Uganda bringing in ndege 8 new one. And there is no justification for our failure. Why? Is because In Zimbabwe, inefficiency is celebrated as efficiency. Look at them cutting a ribbon. For what exactly? And no one cares to ask a question from ZANU-PF. And ZANU-PF, they're actually defending this nonsense and this madness. You know, I've seen a lot of people who are saying they're going to cut costs, like from the UK to Zimbabwe. That is not true. Look at the aircraft. It doesn't have Wi-Fi. You have to fly for hours. It's a very long journey route. This is not Harare Victoria Falls or Harare Johannesburg. It's a very long route. And then there is no Wi-Fi, no comfort whatsoever, and it's embarrassing. Very embarrassing. This is what used to be as Zimbabwe in the 80s, promising heaven on earth. When these comrades left the bush, why going to maybe we are going to enjoy in the nation of Zimbabwe? Why going Zimbabwe was manufacturing cars, and my ministers were now buying those cars, now restricting cars to individuals. Votenga motikari nemutengo wakaderera, votengesa at higher prices. That is how corruption started in Zimbabwe. And there are certain individuals who are still celebrated right now and seen as heroes, but they are part and parcel of that economic destruction. Kuna wangu wakatozopiwa zvigaro right now, but they are part and parcel of that history. So when you're looking at that, it never ended. So what they do is they reward whoever finds a new way of doing things. Look at this one. This is when they were celebrating chitima chainzi chiri kubva Harare chinda kwa Mutare. Chiri kupi chitima ichocho? Who is boarding that chitima from Harare to Mutare? I'm asking right now, even when ZANU-PF vasukwira chitima ichocho. But my ministers vakatoenda vakanotorana mapictures, vakatengerana machicken slice and machicken in, vakaita zvese, and Varakashi, they came out defending, guns blazing. But how can another country buy 8 planes? It was going to be very, that at least, because that route Harare, UK, if these people were serious, why would that brand new planes, 2, my latest, look at this. 50 flights a week in the past. Right now, how many do we have are cooperated with Air Zimbabwe? So when you're looking at this in Zimbabwe, it's a huge embarrassment. And thanks to Uganda, they helped us to expose not an isolated country. We were supposed to be better than Uganda, but Uganda is actually doing well more than us. Uganda is actually performing more than us. Very embarrassing and very humiliating. So this is what is happening in Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, they are busy celebrating nonsense. While in other countries, they are actually celebrating real things which are happening. And when you are seeing such a headline, another country is bringing in new plans, 8 of them. Just know and I want to show you zvakaita mukati mendege yacho irikudadiwa nayo yakanga ichiitirwa ribbon cutting. Kana usinaozvoona you could think kuti maybe vanhu ava pamwe vanovengwa kana kuti vanoita sei, but let us take a look.
So this is the economy class. I'm not quite sure of the carrying capacity, but amasita nkona manengi As you can see, and then this is the second compartment. We're going to the third one. So it's a very big aircraft. I'm sure I don't know, maybe 400 passengers or so. I think they can fit in here. Do you know anything about the capacity? The number of 300? Yes, 300 seater. So this is the new aircraft, elizwe lethu, elonjwe namuhla. In fact, it just arrived now from Spain. So iyangena nje, I think le 10 minutes in the country. So congratulations to Zimbabwe after 20 years of not having an international flight. Sesize sabalo number 1 Harare to London with 2. So yeah, basically that's the report I have in terms of the updates on what's currently going on. Transport yelizwe njengoba lisazi ukuthi I am under the transport committee portfolio.
Said, as a nation, we can't be celebrating this nonsense. You can't be celebrating this nonsense. Imagine kuti munhu anototaura kuti hanzi ndo ndege yachotsva, that's the new plane from Spain, and they are recording videos. They are so happy, so comfortable. The ministers, they've left their offices kuenda kunopemberera matakanana akadaro. As a nation, where are we going? And then these people will tell you about 2030 and 2037. Zvakaoma. Brem, thank you very much for the contribution. In Zimbabwe, we celebrate mediocrity. Yes, I agree with you. And Namarima, chakazofamba here chitima ichocho. We last year patakangovaona maministers varimo muchitima chacho vachienda kwaMutare vakadzoka nemota dzavo. From there zvakatodhakwa zvakadaro. So this is it in Zimbabwe. Uganda, according to Boeing, they purchased 8 ndege, 4 737 MAX and 4 787 Dreamliner jets. Dzobva dzaita 8 dziri fuel efficient, brand new. Kuno uku kuZimbabwe kwedu tiri celebrate that Spanish airline airplane which is 20 years old yatakaitirwa yavari kuti wait this and that. Ndozvo zvatiri kufarira izvozvo. Honestly, Zimbabwe hatingafarire bhero hazviite.